Hello humans, let's look at some Google Drive organization. Some of this you'll know and hopefully you'll learn something. I'm going to show you how to make folders and nest folders within folders, how to take control of the order of your folders by using a numbering system. The ability to color code, I don't use it well, but I'll show you how to do it just in case that would be helpful to you. How to deal with the untitled doc epidemic in your drives, and 2 ways for you to move files within your drives. So let's go ahead and hop into a Google Drive to take a look. Anytime you're trying to make a folder, new folder, you click New, select Folder, and title it that way. Now, if you are trying to make folders with the numbering system, I suggest that you start with the number 01 or the number 00 because it is going to give you a little bit more flexibility in how things are numbered according to some things that I've seen online. So that is how you're going to do that. If you're renaming a folder, you right-click that folder and hit rename, and then you will have the ability to rename it. If you would like to color a folder differently, you right-click, hit change color, and then you can switch the color. As you can see, these colors don't mean anything right now to me, so if you have a system, I'd love for you to share it. If there is a little guy in the folder, that means that the folder is a shared folder, and you might want to separate those in some way or just keep them in your system like that. So here are a few ways to move a folder. Or a file rather. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Drive organization. I would suggest that the best way to move your folders around in Drive is directly in Slides or directly in Docs by hitting this File, Move, and then selecting the place that you'd like for it to go. That is going to be the fastest way of cleaning up your drive and keeping it tidy. And did you see how it disappeared there? Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to select multiple documents at once. I have several of these untitled docs, like just hanging out with stuff on them. For example, here I was showing that you can use this tool, let it appear, this tool to add an image by selecting this camera, and then your webcam will magically appear and you can take a picture of your homework right there very easily. That's a very nice tool to know about. Go ahead and hit cancel on that. But this isn't a doc I need, so I can delete it in 2 ways. I can go to File, I can hit Move to Trash, and then I'll get this message and then I just exit out. I could also have seen that file right here, selected it, and I can hold down the Control key and select multiple documents at once and then hit delete. Now folders can nest inside folders. So this reading and these tricky words are bound to go into English Language Arts Resources. So I'm going to take the folder and drag it into ELA Resources along with this tricky words folder and do that there. I would suggest that you have at least one folder. For me, it's called Silliness. For you, it could be called Personal. I would suggest that you have at least one folder that is for your personal projects that are on your school drive that don't really have to do with a class specifically, but are appropriate and you want to keep them. And then another folder that is backdated so that if you want to go back into past classes that you've had, if there's anything for you to keep, that you organize it that way. So let me double click into English Language Arts Resources. You'll see there's a lot of other folders nested within there. My basic rule is if I am going to have something that has about 20 documents or so, as long as they're well named like this, I don't need to make another folder behind that folder. Generally speaking, you could make folders to infinity and beyond. I could go into bell ringers, I could go into untitled folder, and in this untitled folder, I could go ahead and create a new folder called untitled folder to infinity and beyond. I don't really recommend that. You will be able to find it if you're searching for it, but it's not my is not the best thing to be doing. So let's go ahead and delete that there. You can also star things in Drive. This is not a feature that I use very often, but say you are in your Drive and you're always going to your Latin 1 resources. If I want to right click that, I can add it to starred, and it will be a file that is easily accessible to me whenever I hit starred. Now, generally, to keep my Drive this tidy, I'm going to have to deal with it about every 2 weeks. I usually put on Spotify, and if I have 5 minutes to spare, I will try and clear up the Untitled Doc epidemic. So hopefully this was helpful to you to see how you can make folders and rewrite their names, or using numbers to reorder them, or by color coding them, excuse me, too fast of a click, to get things tidy, how you're going to need to go clear out your untitled docs on a pretty frequent basis, and the ways that you can move folders while you're actually in the program, like slides or docs, or how you can drag and drop them and select multiple files at the same time by using the control key. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day.